Industry, which has sought an extension of the minimum import price on steel imports in a bid to save the industry domestically. Speaking with CNBC TV18's Anshu Sharma, various stakeholders of the industry unanimously point to the decline in margins due to cheap imports from countries like China and hope the government will continue with the MIP.
The industry has written to the government. As Indian Steel Association, we've written to the government requesting for an extension of the MIP, because we believe that the turmoil in the international markets continue and people are selling in India below prices that they're selling in the domestic markets or below costs. And neither of it is fair to the Indian industry, which has invested significantly in setting up capacity in India. So the government is reviewing it and will take a call.
Anti-dumping, just to take a side there, for specific products like foil, it is in the very advanced stage. And I think the plant visits are going on. So, China actually imports or exports into India 50% of India's foil needs. So we are quite hopeful that the anti-dumping there will be successful. Now, whether it's MIP, whether it is duties, whether it is safeguards, these are all mechanisms that are available. And I think the government has to balance between the different requirements of trade agreements, WTO.
Well, our steel company is JSPL, and it is doing better since MIP has been introduced. Prices have stabilized in the Indian market. Still, I mean, even internationally and in India, demand has not really picked up. So that is the issue that we are grappling with. So, but it is still better. So we are grateful that MIP at least is there. Some protection is there.
Will you be looking at extension of minimum import price? Because just in August it is going to expire.
I definitely feel that government must extend MIP to protect the domestic steel industry. Otherwise, for China, it's very easy. 1% of their production is, say, 8 million tons. That is 10% of our consumption. So their 1% production, they can dump here at very, very low prices, ridiculous prices, and completely destabilize the industry here. And if MIP is not continued, many steel plants would close down.
Initially, when the duties were levied, there's obviously been the imports have come down since then. And well, any kind of protection, be it anti-dumping or MIP or safeguard, the long and short of it is that we need some kind of protection, which is right now available to us. However, the demand for steel has to also increase in India. The demand is very, very low. And in spite of the MIP being in place, the steel industries are still bleeding a lot. So I think there has to be the government has to come out with big expenditure on infrastructure. And the private sector also have to come back to spend money, so that steel consumption goes up. The steel consumption currently is very, very low, and which is affecting the prices.
The MIP is currently in force till August, and at the appropriate time, a decision will be taken. Steel Ministry's position has been very consistent, that we need to provide a level playing field. So what we had said is that there should be minimum import price until alternative measures take effect.
Well, steel industry, they're united in their stance.